Hi, Bob Morrow from emailhomes.ca and Venture Property Investments. One of the toughest questions I often get from you folks is, should we legalize, or do we have to? What does the term legalize mean? Well, I'm here to tell you that I can't really answer that because this is too generic a format. I think once you go out shopping with me, we talk about the pros and cons, I can explain it a little better. But essentially what we're doing is the city has made it so easy now for us to legalize a property that there's really no reason why we shouldn't. That's zero risk to you, meaning that if the city acknowledges what you've done as a duplex, then you can legally rent those two places out and everything's fine. Some people decide they don't want to do that. Why to make that decision? Well, because they can save a little bit of money. The actual process of legalizing can cost anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000, and that has nothing to do with the renovations. It's just the different fees, the different permits, et cetera, et cetera. Some people just choose not to do that. Now, they are taking a risk because there is a fine on the books for around $25,000 that could be levied against you if you're running a duplex illegally. But we know that, as far as I know, it's never been levied to anybody. So even though it's there, nobody's executing that. And that's a bit of a risk for you. But sometimes you might want to save that money. What we're very serious about is that the renovations have to be up to code and they have to be safe. So in other words, we're going to, if you're going to work with us, we're going to make sure that whoever you use is going to make it safe and up to code, so that if you do get that knock on your door and the city comes and says, hey, you're not legal, you want to know that for a very little amount of money, if anything, you can legalize that property right away. And that's important, because if you've bought a house that can't be legalized, maybe the ceiling levels are too low or whatever other reason, and your realtor didn't tell you that, then you're now in a situation where not only might you get fined, but you can't run a duplex now because it can't be legalized. It's physically impossible to do. So these are the things we talk about when we get together, going legal and not legal. And it is a choice, but you need to know what all the different things involved can do for you.